Completing the square doesn't have to be long or messy. You don't need to add and subtract every time. Watch this trick. So we'll start with this one right here. We have y equals x squared minus 4x plus 1. We know when we don't have a coefficient, definitely completing the square is easier. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to show you this method. So you know when you're completing the square, if we have y equals ax squared plus bx plus c, and this is the general form for the quadratic. To complete the square, you take the b divided by 2 and square it. And then whatever you get, you add to this part of the equation right here. Okay, so b here is -4, so I'm just going to take the -4 divided by 2 and square it. So what I'm going to get, -4 divided by 2 is -2 squared gives you 4. I'm going to write this as y equals x squared minus 4x plus 4. I'm going to ignore the 1 right here now. When we complete the square, just be assured this factors into x. The sign after the x squared is negative. And half of this, or the square root of this, is the same thing. So square root of 2 is 2 squared. Now, this is supposed to be originally 1, and now it became 4. So what do I need to do to this 4 to make it become 1? I have to take away 3. So that's what you write here, -3. So that's the shortcut of doing this. Yeah. So for the second one right here, I'm going to take the 12, the b, divided by 2 and square it. And I get 36. So I'm going to rewrite this as y equals x squared plus 12x plus 36. Let's just ignore this for a second here. Now to factor this, it's going to give you x plus 6 squared. If you take this, write it twice and FOIL it, you get this. Also, when you complete the square, if you're going to write in this format, all you need to do is just put an x, the sign after the x squared is a plus, and then half of the 12 is 6, or also the square root of 36 is 6. Now, we're supposed to have 33 here, and now we have 36. So what do I need to do to make up for that? So take away 3 from the 36, and it will give you 33. And that's why you have to write here -3. And that will make up for the difference between here and there. Yeah. Now we're going to do the harder one. So for this one here, you got to write y, you got to factor out the coefficient here, which is 2x squared minus 6x. And then we're going to ignore this for a second. We got to complete the square, so we take out the -6, square it. We get -6 squared is 3 squared is 9. So I have to add a 9 to complete the square here. And now this factors into 2 brackets x minus 3 squared. Now, we're supposed to have 17 in here. And if you look at the 2 times 9 here, that gives you 18. So you have to take away 1 from the 18 to make it 17. So you just put a -1 here. Now let me explain this to you one more time. I ignored the 17. I took out the 2 from just here. I completed the square. I got a 9. So that's what I have to add here. Now 2 times 9 is 18. But I'm supposed to have 17, not 18 when I FOIL this out. So you know 18 minus 1 will give you 17. So you just put that -1 right there, and that will make it give you the right answer. So therefore, when you complete the square, you get y equals 2x minus 3 squared minus 1. Now let's say you want to double check that what I'm doing is right. Then all you need to do, just rewrite this here. I'll put that in blue for checking. So just checking. So if you rewrite this, y equals 2, write this twice and FOIL it. And you have the minus 1. So now we have 2. When you FOIL this, you're going to get x squared minus 3x minus 3x minus 6x. Negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9 minus 1. So put the 2 into the bracket, so you get 2x squared minus 12x plus 18. And then you still have the minus 1, so you get 2x squared minus 12x plus 17. And that's exactly that. Same math, fewer steps, and a much cleaner solution.